Hey everybody, it's Endless88 here, aka Brad, with Missy, my lovely co-host, aka Missy B. Missy B.
Or Medowin.
Medowin. Well, I don't know. Well, anymore it's Alexis, but I mean Medowin.
Well, only in Final Fantasy is she Alexis, but
yeah,
there's still a Medowin in Final Fantasy. There's actually two on two different servers now.
Yeah.
Unplayed.
One's a kitty and one's an elf. An Elzen. But anyways, guys, so yeah, as you can see, we're going to be talking about Death Unto Dawn, Final Fantasy's 5.5 patch, which is going to be the last one. There is a 5.55, which is part 2, but this is a 2-part patch. So this first one, this is the last patch that's taking us into Endwalker, the next expansion, which will hopefully get a release date come March 14th, which we will be doing a 12-hour stream for that, so hopefully you guys will join us. And it'll be my last stream before I move, so it'll be a last hurrah. So anyways, let's. This is going to be our reaction to the actual 5.5 trailer. So we're going to go through it, watch it, talk about it, just kind of give our reactions from both of us. So let's get to this. Missy, let me know when you're ready.
Ready, shreddy.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, guys.
Our adversary moves against us in unprecedented numbers, compelling us to answer in kind. The outlook, in short, is bleak. Yet though our foes are many, and we but few, we may still tip the balance in Eorzea's favor.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero, do you know that? You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains?
I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. What in Ralga's name happened here?
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll not be next.
Destroy them! Destroy them all! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
While I await you, I shall drink a sea of souls and gorge myself upon the darkened moon.
Chills, goosebumps.
Right? I was just like watching it and I was getting the chills and goosebumps as well. I was like, woo!
it's like, ooh.
Right? And I think, wasn't that the first time you actually watched it? Other than on stream
Nope.
that one night?
Oh yeah, other than, yeah.
Yeah. But this was the true blue actually probably sit down and actually watching it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like I'll let you kind of go with it, Missy. Like what did you think? What was your first impressions?
You know I love it.
Right?
Kind of worried about Alice. I don't know. It seems like he's like, we came together, we leave together. And there's one point where she's sparkling, which is like she's almost looks like she's turning into ether.
Well, it could
So
be
I'm a little
her.
scared.
Well, it could be her getting healed by somebody too, but we don't know yet.
It could be, but she's just standing there, and it seems like I don't know. It scares me a little bit.
Well, technically for Alice, I mean, can't really say spoilers, but she's in the cinematic for Endwalker, so we know she's not going to be the one to die. So she might get hurt. She definitely might get hurt. So, but yeah, right, yeah, that is kind of some of the talk right now. That 5.5 and part 1 and part 2. Supposedly people are saying someone's going to die. No one knows who.
Well, you know who I haven't seen? Thancred.
Yeah, he wasn't in there, but I mean, also, there's kind of a lot of them. Even Urianger, Yostola wasn't even in there. It's the twins are the ones that are really getting zoned in on, even in the expansion, like the cinematic, right?
Yeah.
It was like the first time I actually seen them in the cinematic.
But did I even see Thancred in Endwalker?
I don't think any of them were actually in there. I think it was because they were so much into Shadowbringers. Remember the Shadowbringers cinematic? They were like all in there. So maybe they're just kind of taking a little bit of a back seat. But I don't know. Being that, as you see the logo, it's showing all the leaders.
Yeah.
So something tells me maybe a leader actually gets killed. Maybe Heian gets killed. You know, like.
No.
Like who knows? Like who knows? Like yeah, it'll be. But I guess to pull the trailer back up here, so just to kind of. So, as we can tell, like I said, the twins are definitely going to be. Fine here. So if anyone wants to know Final Fantasy XII lore, this ship right here, so this is Bozja. This is going to be chapter 3 of Bozja, which I have fell in love with. Surprisingly, I'm like, oh, and it's because they've tied a lot of it to Final Fantasy XII, even the music. But this ship, they don't call it but this ship is called Ifrit.
And it looks like a giant stapler.
Yeah. Well, you should see this thing. It's huge. It's like one of the biggest ships. There was a ship. It was called Behemoth on in 12. It's like the last thing, and it was like this ship that moved like a tornado. Like literally, it looked like a tornado moving. It was really freaking cool. But yeah, that ship's actually called Ifrit. So this is probably the new engagement. So you have like the 24 mans. This guy right here, this is the plague boss down in the waterways for Final Fantasy XII. And he sucked. So I wonder if they're going to do the same thing with him, because there was
only harder.
Harder is when you fought him. It was a gas, and your life would just constantly drop, like at a slow pace. But it would just be like, so you had to make sure you had to keep on, and plus he would attack and do damage. But then, so I wonder if they're gonna have that same type of thing, So here's Alize. So, and she's with. So it looks like they are doing what's it called? They're breaking the bond. Remember, yeah, because there's a little piggy. What's it called? What was it? Do you remember the term, Missy? Where they're like taken over by the primal.
No. All I'm thinking of is infusion, but
yeah, it's like
that's not it.
No.
Putting me on the spot, Brad.
I had it in my head. It was just there, then it went away. It was like you're marked by the primal, and thus you are just like their slave. And so with the piggy, as we've learned with the story, guys, right, that that's kind of the conduit as to break them of that mark. so then they regain the ability to think for themselves again. So that's definitely, so it looks at Alizé and damn, I forgot his name already. Shadowbringer's little kitty guy. You should know.
Oh, oh God. Oh my God. Hold on. See, when you put me on the spot, I can't think of names.
Right.
Oh, what's his? Grahatia.
Grahatia, yeah. So Grahatia and that, so it looks like, yeah. So they're helping. I swear it's right there in the front of my head. Actually, what they call it. But yeah, so they're breaking them of that mark. Here's some more of the actual fighting. So I wonder, and I hope, because it'd be really cool to have the ship in the background. So this is Baja again. So I hope this is like the new area that we'll be going into, the new battleground. So, because right now, Chapter 1 and 2, there's really no difference in the areas that you're at. So hopefully they expand upon that. It looks like you're fighting through the same thing. Is this on the... Oh, Baja right there? Yeah, because that's the brother of... What's his name? Beastmaster guy. Yeah, so they're all fighting here. Yeah, they have a lot of Baja in here. There's the sword. There's the Queen's sword again, which Missy hasn't... Well, you've seen the sword.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
I know what the sword did, again, because instead of the Queen becoming the primal, spoiler alert, she made one of her maidens become the primal, and then, yeah, that was quite a freaky story.
So this looks like a pretty cool boss right here, too, in Baja. They have some really cool mechs. It's like what they got going on. Like, where she's back.
Yep.
She's back.
Captain Cranky Pants.
Yep. And then here we go. We got the Nier Automata. The raid. So I think this is like going up into the tower. I don't know who she is. Like I said, I haven't really followed the story. I know a lot of people are kind of like, we could live without the 24-man. It just didn't connect really well with the Final Fantasy 14 like fantasy, right? It was kind of felt so like it's cool, but it's not, it's not 14. There's really no connection to it, right? So
isn't she the chick from like Snowcloak not Snowcloak? What's it called? That became friends with Reen?
No,
that's not her.
No, that's not. No, this is because near that is. Oh man, can't think of names tonight.
We're so unprofessional this evening.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Like I said.
Oh well.
Yeah, we'll think about it on that one. But yeah, so we have this tower fight here. So you have these different monsters for Nier, for the 24-man. So there's the tower we were just talking about. So looks like we'll be going all up into that. And then, of course, fighting this, so it could be fighting the big girl.
She reminds me of, those creepy little dolls that are all in Dimmy's room? One's in a red dress, one's in a blue dress.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
It kind of looks like they might have grown up.
Right, and got more human, yeah.
Yeah, that's what her outfit kind of reminds me of that. So I was visualizing Dimmy's creepy dolls.
Right.
Kind of becoming human or just growing up. Because it looks like, she's like playing and toying with people.
Yeah, especially with this one right here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll definitely see this. So we do have a new trial. So this is called Cloud. It'll show more. Okay, so this is the new dungeon part right here. So, yeah, so this is going to be the new dungeon. And here's the part where you were thinking...
Yeah.
And this looks like this is an Az's Law. You can see it from the background. So this is probably when they're messing with Tiamat. Which if you didn't know, Yeah. So if you didn't know, that was Behemoth, not Behemoth, Bahamut's consort. Is Tiamat. Like I said, if you played Heavensward and you pay attention, she's locked up in Naz's Law, but it looks like we're going to be letting her out.
See her moving.
Yep.
She's breaking those bonds. It looks like she's swaying in that.
Yep.
She's coming out. She's coming back.
So
breaking her bonds.
So this is something that Missy hasn't touched yet, but so this is the last part of the trial series for the weapons. So this is the diamond weapon. Looks pretty cool. It looks like you're gonna be fighting in the sky. So 2 platforms. It looks like you can go back and forth, be fighting the diamond weapon. So that's gonna be really cool. Like visually, this fight is gonna look awesome. I think they call it Cloud Deck or Cloud or something like that. So this is the driver, so it's actually the girl. And as we know, every person that, as you see from right here, every person that drives one of these things, they start to, it's like they're overclock mode, but when they engage it, it consumes the person, and it consumes the pilot. The pilot becomes fused with the weapon. Which thus kills said pilot. And of course, Missy's second boyfriend, Gaius. He has his sword back. Well, I guess he's always had a sword, but
I like Gaius.
Even when he's laying down and he's like beat up, but he's still talking paragraphs.
He is a little wordy. Sometimes we have to gag him, but that's okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
I
like Gaius laying down on his back. I don't have a problem with that.
So we got that. So this will be like the intro to this. So the diamond weapon like fires back and stuff like that. So, all right. So we get into our story here. So it looks like we got Alizé, Alpha Node, the Warrior of Darkness, aka Blight, and then us, yeah. And then even though you just said his name, Grahatia. So it looks like we're all reconvened. So here you go. So Y'shtola, there's
Estidian,
Urianger, and then Missy's boyfriend, Thancred.
My number 1 boyfriend.
So this is going to be the new dungeon right here. So it's going to be, as you see in the encampment, it's going to be in one of the Almaja. I think I'm saying it right. And we're going to be fighting our way through it. So this area's been pretty cool. So here's Tiamat. And we're pretty much talking to her. And what's probably going to piss her off is that her beloved's body is being used. Well, it's not really body, but it's almost like we'll see it as I go through here.
Is that Estidian with her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably the one to break her out. He's probably going to be the one that is like, hey, we need your help. I'll break you out.
She's going to be pissed off.
So, looks like we got some fighting going on. So this right here, as you can tell, it's Ifrit, but it's a dark Ifrit. So, and if you look at this dungeon, so this is the new dungeon right here. So we got Dark Ifrit, and is actually attacking what's her name? What was her name again, Missy? The mean girl.
Oh, the redhead.
Yeah, it's been forever. It's been forever.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but yeah, it looks like Ifrit's going to eat her head. But if you look right here, guess what? Who is that, Missy?
Odin.
That's Odin. So we got to face Dark Odin. So to me, this is going to be like a Parade of Bosses dungeon, guys. So we're fighting Odin there. Looks like we're fighting some more dragons right there. It's like Tiamat's probably helping us there. And look who's there. Another one. Who's that one, Missy? Testing Missy here tonight.
Yeah, man, come on. I worked all day today. I'm not in the mood for tests, Brad.
Right, it's Ravana. So Ravana. Yeah, the you know, that whole like. So yeah,
That's
so
some good music, I'm sure.
yeah, I'm hoping that we get like remixes, like dark remixes of them. That'd be pretty cool. So there's Tiamat right there. We're driving the dragon right there. So we're going to the tower. So here she is. She's blowing a fireball. So it looks like the final boss in this dungeon is going to be the Dark Bahamut. So it's probably going to be a big battle, and then something happens that Bahamut probably does something to Tiamat. Who knows? If they followed the same route that they did with Heavensward, that Nidhogg and Race Valgor fight, but Race Valgor like fells. He doesn't get killed, but he fells, and pretty much Nidhogg like rips off one of his wings. So hopefully we'll see. We'll see how they go about that.
Well, it's her lover though. So.
Well, it's not her lover. It's someone that's. But yeah, so we fight Ifrit again, and there's our boy.
Oh God.
All of his swords, trying to figure out what weapon he wants.
He's like the spoiled Richie Rich child.
Yeah.
All his swords. It's like, I don't know which one I want today.
And then, as everyone can see, we're staring at the moon. So that's where we're going to be ending up for Endwalker. So, but as I said, there's a middle part of the map. Yeah, there's a little part of, actually it's not even a little part of Eorzea's map. That's a big chunk that's just covered in clouds. So I think that whole chunk's about to go poof, and that's going to be Endwalker. So it's going to clear all that up. We're going to go to Garlemald. So, but yeah, guys, I think yeah, that was pretty much going through everything. This comes out on Tuesday. So there'll be a little bit longer maintenance. I think it starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time on Monday, and then it'll be back up at 3 a.m. Pacific on Tuesday. So maybe a little bit earlier, but normally they kind of keep. Square Enix is pretty good about keeping those times, but I've heard they do open up early, unless there's housing involved, which I don't think there's any housing. But anyways, guys, catch our next video where we're going to be going over the 5.5 preliminary notes and see what everything and all the goodies that are coming our way. So yeah, so we will catch you on the next video. CGN family, make sure to press that subscribe button, press that like button, and leave us a comment. What do you guys think? Are you excited for this patch? Even if the patch is out and you see this video, like, give us your feedback. Like, what do you like? Like, what got you most pumped, most excited? And yeah, like I said, follow us on Twitch and Twitter, and definitely join us for our 12-hour stream on May 14th for the Van Fest. So, and make sure to get those lunar wells, so you can have 8-person lunar well. Yep, everyone's pretty excited for that. But all right, guys.
Can't wait to get my lunar whale.
But all right, guys. Yeah, well, it would be cool if they could tell us what how much it's going to be. Probably about, I would think probably $40-50, maybe.
Don't care.
Maybe.
Take all my money.
Take it all.
I don't care.
All right, guys. All right, well, we will catch you guys next time in our next video. So again, CGN family, take care, stay safe, and stay healthy. And we will see you in our next video. Have a good one, guys.